All right, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Sniper Squad Day Trading. My name is Hassan, here to go over my trade for today. Before I do that, if you could hit that like button for me, subscribe if you haven't. Discord links in the description. So, wasn't really much going on today for me. Had Riot, which had a really nice move off the open, but I've kind of been staying away from that move and trying to be patient for things to shake out and reset and see where things go. But Riot and XTI did really well off the open and didn't really give any looks after that. I was looking for this right here, but I think this was actually after my trade. So yeah, so I got Wolf here. Had some I think I was looking at this high volume area right here, and actually had another one up here that really should have kept me out of this thing. Yeah, for sure. And then just looking at it on the 5 at this point, got slapped up pretty good on some high volume there. That thing should have been canceled after that, but came down to VWAP, and I was waiting for the higher high, and I decided to accept this as a high. And so when we took that out, I was like, all right, but it didn't, like, the pullback needs to hold it. And it seems like there was buyers in here pretty aggressively. So when it made that low and came back up and broke the high, I was just like, all right, this is good enough. We got the higher high, and then we got the higher low, and then we break the high. It happened in one candle, but it works. And yeah, I just shouldn't have been trading against this high volume high right there. Um, yeah, it's just really choppy in this area. But I got the VWAP test, and I gave it a go. It just didn't play out like I was hoping it would, and it just wasn't clean, man. And I'm just like, I'm wanting to buy something that other people are seeing what I'm seeing and are going to buy with me. And if it's not clean, the chances of other people also willing to participate in a choppy, extended play is just not likely. And I need to be able to catch that in the moment and say, this is choppy, this is not clean. But when you're like 30 minutes into a trading session and desperate to take a trade, it gets tough to stand on business. And I think I just got weak. And let this crappy trade through, and there just wasn't anything good to keep my mind occupied. Of course, now things are looking better. But yeah, it just, it'd be like that sometimes. And that's why we have things like max loss. And right now I'm doing one trade a day. And there really wasn't anything else for me to trade after that fail. So I'm kind of happy that I decided, to stand on business and not trade anything else, because there just wasn't anything setting up for me like that today. And it just be like that, when you're new and you only got one play in your playbook. It's just
LGN.
it's gonna be times when you just don't get a trade. Wow, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool on Wolf now. This pullback's pretty aggressive though. But yeah, it looks kind of cool. Guess you would consider this the V test and then look for the higher above that. And that's why I shouldn't do my review on my open platform. That's why you do the screenshot. But I'm getting ready to close it here in a second. Went back and looked at a lot of my past months in my frustration of doing one trade per day, and kind of got a more affirmation of that this is the right thing to do. And like January or was it February? January and February, I feel like could have been profitable, but my red days were so much bigger than my green days. And it was just from over trading, from not being able to accept, what was given that day, and trying to force a green day out, and just spazzing out, crashing out, and ending up with a huge hole that just engulfed all of my green days. So I can't think of a better way to build that muscle of control and acceptance than doing one trade a day. Because, man, it sucks accepting the result of my one trade and then just calling it a day. That sucks. But it's
FLY.
a missing skill that's super important, I think. So I shall continue on one trade a day, and see what tomorrow brings. Always nice to go into the weekend green. So at the very least, if I can just not do something stupid, should be cool. But try not to put any expectations on the day, especially with the way the market's been. Just got to come in and follow the process, man. Follow the process and look out for that chop. And that's it. But all right, man. I ain't gonna be too long winded. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button for me. I'll let y'all tomorrow. Peace.